Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Game number 3 of this new season between the Iowa Cubs and the Nashville Sounds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Roberto Morales will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So stepping in, Ken Atkinson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Iowa, the left fielder, Ken Atkinson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
First pitch, 6:35.
Down and away, ball 1. Lofted in the air out to right field. McClelland is there, 1 away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Into the box, Jim Adduci comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series. Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
First delivery to him on the way. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Cole Hamels gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has that gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Coming to the plate now, Howie Crespo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Howie Crespo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Here's Hamels now on 2-0. 3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
The 3-1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Striding in, Andreas Flores. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Crespo aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 2-1 home. Runners off for second. This is line to left. Atkinson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
So digging in now, Fred Roberts. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Fastball called for strike 2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. And he misses there. 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
In now, Andres Valido. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. One out and a runner on second base. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The pitcher, Isaiah.
So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First offering on its way. Nope. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
1-0 count. Here it is. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch.
Yeah, and when you're losing, there's usually a good reason for it. They're already down, and then he lets this one get away from him. They better keep them within striking distance, or this thing is going to get lopsided in a hurry.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Another full count pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
To the plate now is the designated hitter. Chase Darno comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit on the ground out to short. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the second inning now for Marlington. The Sounds lead it 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. 1-1.
That's inside.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And be on the lookout today because the best arm in the outfield resides in left field. Usually not the norm, but you better not test this guy. Not only does he have a strong arm, very, very accurate as well.
Now batting, Pedro Cortes. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. First pitch coming. Here it is. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin the start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
At the plate, Addison Russell will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Now at the plate, David Bodie. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just inside.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. Nashville's out on top 2-0. So striding forward now, Woody McClelland, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Atkinson giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And I want to focus on dynamic shortstop Addison Russell. This guy has range to his right, to his left, a rocket arm, the ability to come across the bag on the double play and hit any spot in the order and be productive.
Stepping into the box, Gary Hins. First offering on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Had him out in front there as he takes strike one on the circle change.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, B.J. Moore.
Standing in, B.J. Moore. The pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Popped him up. Aducci is there, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Sounds lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, Octavio Veras, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Octavio.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike. The 2-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And he lays off there, ball four. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in now, Miguel Arroyo, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Veras on at first, nobody out. In the bag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
When it's raining out there and you're trying to reach back and throw a fastball, it's very easy to lose grip on the baseball. You have to focus that much more and make sure you're keeping the moisture off your fingertips in between pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. The throw will go to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Line towards center field. That's a base hit, their first of the game. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Number 22, Ken Atkinson.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ken Atkinson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Moore will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jim Adduci.
Striding in once again, Jim Adduci. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back easily. First pitch coming, here it is. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Mauricio Calderon waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Coming to the plate now, Mauricio Calderon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
From the belt, the pitch. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
First and second now, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
1-2. Here it is. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Nashville's out on top, 2-1. Digging in to try it again, Howie Crespo. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Howie Crespo.
First pitch on its way. And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he's back in standing. Into the box now, Andreas Flores, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Crespo gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he'll snap one over to first, and he's back standing. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Fred Roberts, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. And it's fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Runner's back. The 0-2 once more. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Happ will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Pedro Cortez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two and two.
2 strikes.
3-2 now. Well, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Here's Addison Russell. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Strike taken up in the zone. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1. Count even at 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard on the ground to first. The second for one. Back to first, but a good accurate throw.
Well, he definitely, and he threw it away. Runner didn't advance, so it'll just.
Standing in now, David Bote for ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1. Taken, strike two.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
Heading out towards shallow right. McClelland has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the catcher, Octavio Veras.
Striding into the box, Octavio Veras. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Russell, the runner at first with two gone. And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He drew a walk his first time up.
The catcher, Isaiah.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time. And that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next will be the designated hitter, Chase Darno. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Now here it comes. Fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Try to change of pace with two strikes there, but it misses 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Still 1-2. And he fouls this one off. And this is popped up near second base. And this is taken in for the second out.
The batter, the right fielder, Woody McClelland.
Now in the box, Woody McClelland. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Outside 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Lifted into center field. Happ has it in his sights, and that ends the inning. Stepping up now, Miguel Arroyo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Swing and a liner. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the fifth. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In now, Ken Atkinson, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. The 2-1. is taken, ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Arroyo stands at second with no outs. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Stepping in now, Jim Adduci, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Too high. 1-2.
I got to count 1-2.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Kiki Richardson will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Richardson.
Mauricio Calderon will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. That's a strike to throw down.
0-1.
And he's pulled out on a close play at third.
Looked to me like he got a good jump off the pitcher from second, but it didn't matter that time. Always costly when you get caught stealing at third.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Hit the other way out toward right field. McClelland will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Middle of the night here in Arlington, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Standing in, Gary Pins. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
Gary Pins.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. The 1-2. Weakly hit to third. He's got to hurry. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The center fielder, number 45, B.J. Moore.
Now at the plate, B.J. Moore. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Calderon moving in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Howie Crespo.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Howie Crespo. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2. Line towards center field. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there, Dan. Was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Into the box, Andreas Flores, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back standing. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. In the dirt here, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
On the ground to the left side. Cortez gloves it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Next will be the cleanup hitter,
Leading
Ian
off for
Happ.
Iowa,
He'll step in trying to
the
do
center
something
fielder,
about this
number 8,
2-2 tie.
Ian Happ.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moore on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, the third baseman, Pedro Cortes.
Ready once again, Pedro Cortes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, one man out. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Now, that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
One out, nobody on. Fastball too high, ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Ready for another shot now. Addison Russell, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Russell is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Misses off the plate.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Cortes is off at first with 2 away. Fouled off. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Octavio Veras, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. At the plate, Fred Roberts. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
First offering on its way. Fastball well outside. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Andres Valido will be next. The 3-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The batter, the third baseman, Andres Valido.
Ready for another chance. Andres Valido. Here's the first pitch to him. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's running. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this one bounds around against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and a change is forthcoming as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Edmund Dolly is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with.
Dolly.
Into the box now, Chase Darno, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Valido on third. Falefa at second with 1 away. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. Arroyo fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Stepping in, Woody McClelland, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch right there for strike 1. A man on third with 2 down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Settling in now, Gary Hins, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
That's a ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. One and 0. Here it is. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Gotta think it's going to be a fastball here on 3-1. He definitely doesn't want to walk the bases loaded.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Slow little roller to third. Gonna be a tough play. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
In now, B.J. Moore, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 7th inning coming up. The Sounds lead it 4-2. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Gregorio Almanzar is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 31, Gregorio Almanzar.
At the plate, Miguel Arroyo. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ken Atkinson. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Moore will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jim Adduci.
In now, Jim Adduci. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set, and the pitch. In there for strike 1.
He's going.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Mauricio Calderon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Now the 0-2 pitch, fouled away. Arroyo at third with 2 away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. High and deep to right. McClelland ranging back at the track. The wall. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Matt Davidson will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
Standing in now, Ian Happ, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And the pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. All even now at 4 apiece. Now to the plate, Howie Crespo. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The second baseman, Howie.
First offering on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
0-1.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in once again, Andreas Flores. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Calderon. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Fred.
So coming to the plate, Fred Roberts. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Two out, nobody on. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, third baseman, Andres.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Andres Valido, man at first after the 2-out walk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup. This is skied into the air to straightaway center.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Digging in, Pedro Cortes.
Leading off for Iowa, the third baseman, Pedro Cortes.
First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one. Ball one.
Ball one strike.
And it's 1-2. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that's going to be a base hit. So a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Into the box now, Addison Russell, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped him up. Roberts has room in foul territory. One down. Tie ball game. 4-4 the score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the two starting pitchers. So striding in, David Bodie. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Throw into third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in now, Octavio Veras, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Hard liner to center field. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 5-4 game.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Digging in, Miguel Arroyo. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Roberts is there, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The I-Cubs are out in front, 5-4. Brandon Kintzler is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Brandon Kintzler.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Comes set, and the 0-1. On the line, that's a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Into the box, Chase d'Arnaud, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Woody McClelland, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. He's set. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Kiner-Falefa, base runner at first with 1 out. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2. And he looks at.
That's a big strike. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture to give him a chance.
Now at the plate, Gary Hins. First delivery to him on the way, and he gets ahead 0-1. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. 2 out with the man at first. Tough pitch. Strike three, and the potential tying run left on base as the inning is over. Clyde McCauley enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Ken Atkinson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. Flores moves over, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jim Adduci.
Digging in, Jim Adduci. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Liner towards second. The flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
In now, Mauricio Calderon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. McCauley, 23 years old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and a curveball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, but the runner's back easily. Into the box now, Ian Happ, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Calderon leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Back in standing. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another try at 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, McClelland. And that retires the side. One hit, one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. Iowa leads it 5-4. Mike Montgomery comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 38, Mike Montgomery.
Leading off the inning, B.J. Moore, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
B.J. Moore.
First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Howie Crespo, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 9, Andreas.
Ready now, Andreas Flores, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
And now they've got him in a rundown. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. He brings it in, and they have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series, as this one is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Iowa Cubs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Edmund Dawley claims the win out of the pen, his first. Mike Montgomery records the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First, for the victorious Iowa Cubs, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.